98 Not Out, sponsored by Shepherd Neame, proud supporters of cricket in Essex.
So some apologies there. If in case you're wondering where I went, we started having some problems with my microphone, so I've now moved the studio all around. And
I'm sat even further away now. We are properly socially distancing here.
We are indeed. So the first song there was Sussex By The Sea, and it's for our next
guest. Wait.
Hold on.
Was, if you didn't know already, that's being played to death on Phoenix.
Hold on, I did say the first song. I was going to get to that, but you take over. I'll just go and sit in the corner.
Well, after you left me on my own with your mic problems, that was Mark Butcher's Start Again featuring his daughter Alita. That is out now, available to download. We strongly suggest you go and buy that. It's brilliant. And before that was Sussex By The Sea, and that was by the band of the Grenadier Guards, and it's for our next guest, Mr. Rob Jupp. Rob, how are you?
Yes, very well. And I was a little surprised when you said you played that all the time on your radio station, actually.
It wasn't. It's not Sussex By The Sea. I imagine there's a few cricket fans singing a slightly alternative version of that in their heads as that was being played. What
was the significance of that, Rob? Why did you ask that one to be played?
So my home county's the glorious county of Sussex, and we play that before the cricket team comes out of Hove, and also before the future European champions Brighton and Albion come out at the Amex.
The future champions was that, or?
No, Darren. It's a decent club, unlike Crystal Palace, I have to say.
I did hear that Brighton have appealed David Luiz's red card as they want him to play on Saturday.
Listen, that point could be an important point over at Aston Villa, though, couldn't it? That mistake that was made yesterday, big point, that.
We did discuss that, the old Hawkeye technology and how it's sort of been in with cricket for so long. And we don't really question it in cricket. We saw a couple of incidents last year, and then we saw that last night, and everyone was just sitting there open mouth thinking, hold on, how good is this system?
9,000 games, apparently. It's the first game of the flagship division in the world being played after 3 months, and it doesn't work. Brilliant, eh?
Yeah, well.
Advert. So, a big Sussex, or originally from Sussex. Sussex are big friends of us on this show. We're not just Essex, although we're based here, but we're friends with a lot of counties these days with our burgeoning success, and Sussex have been particularly good. So we had on Laurie Evans last week. We have also had on Tamal Mills. We've had on, the newest signing, Ravi Bopara has been on as well. So, and we're looking to get Jason Gillespie on in the near future as well. So fingers crossed for that one. So, yes, we love all cricket here. And away from the Seagulls, you are a big cricket fan yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a big sports fan. I love all sports. I'm lucky enough and privileged enough to have two teenage boys that play rugby with Old Brentwoods in the winter and cricket over at Herongate in the summer. So we're an all-round year family, but it's mainly those two sports.
We've had your president from Herongate.
Dimitri.
Yes. He's been on twice on this show, and we love having him on. And every time he comes, your name gets mentioned each time.
Well, if you want a club president, if Carlsberg made club president, Dimitri would be it. He's a 24/7 man, particularly when the village beer festival's on. He's literally at the bar 24/7. But he's an absolute superstar and a real pillar of our community.
He is, and what a character as well. Really good fun and full of stories and enthusiasm. And as you say,
it's not a bad cricketer either, actually.
Yes, I've seen him play because so my son plays for Billericay, and we were down at Herongate. I think when the World Cup was, so it would have been 2 years ago now, and England were playing in the afternoon, so we kind of arranged between the sides to have a break while the football was on. So our innings break was to take in the England game. And, very good. And we love coming to Herongate. Very, very picture postcard cricket club. If anyone hasn't been there, or check out their website and just have a look. It is the almost archetypal English village cricket club with the houses all around three sides, and then the main road that goes along one boundary, which is always quite lively.
Yeah, that main road causes us a few problems during the season, and it's always a little bit ironic when the odd car gets hit and the angry motorist comes out and says, "What a stupid place to put a cricket club." And I remember one boundary I made during the probably the only boundary I made, to be fair, during the dad's cricket game. Our chairman, Matt Rutland, went over to the very angry woman and said, "What a stupid place to put a cricket pitch." He said, "Well, look, we've been here since 1850, before there was even cars. So have you just realised the cricket field is here?" And for that, she just decided to go off. But it was a nice little dent I had in a bonnet there, so sorry about that.
I think many a car was dented off of my bowling over there over the odd years. I learned at the end, we used to play there at the end of the season, and I learned that it was to bowl from the road end because the sun came down at that end and no one could actually see the ball coming at them. It was great fun.
There's a famous story, it's a bit of an urban myth of the village, that Graham Gooch hit a 6 right up the middle up Thornham Approach, which if you're familiar with the cricket ground, is the road that straddles the village of Herongate in Ingrave, and he got a 6, a boundary, across the road and almost hit the top end of that, so that's a good, 200 metres away, something like that. So it's a good story. Whether it happened or not, I don't know, but it's a good urban myth.
It's one of those great myths that sort of develop over time, isn't it?
True. Yeah, true.
Now you are quite involved as well as playing and you know, the dads versus lads. You and your company are quite supportive of youngsters in sport. Do you want to just tell us about the various things that you're involved with in terms of sponsorship and supporting?
Yeah, thanks. Well, we just do our bit, Darren. To be perfectly honest, you know, I'm in a fortunate financial position where I'm able to support things I'm passionate about, and sport and youth sport is one of those main things. So probably a couple of years, 2-3 years ago, we started a foundation called the Young Bright Stars Programme, where we got a number of young local sports people who had genuine talent, and the real criteria was that we felt that they had the ability at 12 or 13 to become professional sports people of the future, but they just needed some additional support, be it coaching or a bit of physiotherapy or even a bit of psychology, as is often the way these days. So we started that programme. We've now got 5 people. I'll talk about the oldest young Bright Star in a minute. But the 3 lads, Ovia and Benji, they're both Saracens playing rugby. Thinard was last year's Essex under-14 cricket captain. I think he's doing the same this year, so he's doing great. We've got a young girl called Allegra up in Manchester she's only 10, but she skis downhill for GB. And our latest young Bright Star is Mr. Aaron Beard at Essex Cricket Club. He's a little bit old to be a young Bright Star, to be fair, but
he still looks 12.
He's the poster boy at 22.
Oh, fantastic. If people want to find out more about the Bright Star Foundation, where do they go?
We have access on our website. We're always happy to have conversations with parents. We don't have fortunes like the Jack Patsy Foundation, but we do have a bit, and hopefully one day it'll be lovely to sit in the stand somewhere and see one of our students, put on the jersey or the T-shirt for their country. What a great thought that would be, right?
Oh, absolutely, and it's really good to hear of people giving a bit back and supporting these youngsters, because they need all the help they can get in this day and age with the way sport is. It's very good that you're doing that.
And the difference between success and failure is just so small. And my view is, if we can just give them an extra 2 or 3% greater chance in whatever we do, then that could be the difference between them becoming professional sports people or not, as the case would be.
Now, just looking at your own personal story, you're the CEO of the Bright Star Group.
Yeah.
And you, as a company, were the number one. You came number one out of 100 best small companies to work for in the Sunday Times list last year. That is a real stunning achievement. So
thank you. Yeah,
well done.
Thank you very much. We won that in 2019 and then again this year as well. So we achieved the highest score in the history of that company. But look, it's a great thing to do. We love our business. We love the people in it. We're very committed to the Essex community. I live here. This has been my home, Sussex by the Sea, for over half my life now, and this is where I'll leave this immortal planet in obviously lots of years to come, hopefully. So we just do our bit. It's a great place to live and work, and I'm really passionate about the county of Essex.
What makes it's a stunning achievement to win that 2 years on the trot. What, in your view, do you do, or do you make an effort to do, to make it a happy working environment?
So I'm fortunate. I have an absolutely fantastic people development director who knows me very, very well because she's married to me, which is an interesting combination. But we just try and get the culture right. We love what we do. We try and care passionately for all of our stakeholders. We're with them through the good times. We try and stay with them during the bad times. Things like mental health provision is very talked about, and there's lots of talking about it, but not always lots of doing about it. We're very keen to do our bit to support all of our people. So you've got to live and breathe your people. You can't just opt in and opt out when it suits you. It's got to be a 365-day commitment. And during times like this, guys, it's brilliant that we have done that, because we are getting so much back from our people during the difficult days when we've all probably got to work a little bit harder to keep things going. We are getting brilliant support from our people. So it's not all giving. We're getting a lot of take as well, which is great.
And you're a local company based in Billericay, I believe. Yeah,
the main offices are in Billericay. We have a sizable business in the City of London and Central Manchester as well. But Billericay, just because when I set up this business, I wanted to be near to my kids' school. I wanted to go and watch and play sport. And, I wanted to try and have dinner with my kids every night. It doesn't always work like that, but it's quality of life, really. It's really important.
It is. And what's the website that people, they want to investigate this and your foundation, where is it they go to?
So they go to our website, which is Bright Star Hub, which is hub.co.uk. It will tell you a fair bit about the business and what we do, and our Young Bright Stars Foundation.
That's fantastic. Rob, it's been absolutely fantastic having you on the show. We're really pleased that you could take the time out to talk to us. I know you're very busy, and I can imagine through lockdown you're having to spin plates and juggle balls to keep everything going. But hopefully everything's all right. You survived okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine, thanks. It's difficult. Look, it's a lot more difficult for a lot more people, so I'm just grateful for our place. And, I just have lots of thoughts and feelings to those poor people that are struggling with just this awful thing. So, we're fine.
Rob, if we can ask one favour, I don't know if you've seen it yet on our social media this evening. We've started a petition to ask the government and ECB to start club cricket on the 4th of July rather than wait to the 1st of August. So that's a sign for us.
Do you know what? I'd love to. And isn't it, Brett, isn't it totally insane that we're even having this conversation where you've got a beautiful evening like tonight where the skies are blue, there's no wind, and, we would be over, in my case, over Herongate and Ingrave, watching our kids play cricket. And just loving life, and we just don't get these days back. So I would absolutely love to do that, and we need to get the powers that be to wake up and understand that our game is in peril if we don't do something soon about this.
Well, I will apologise for any buzzing. We've just had a retweet off of David Bumble Lloyd, and we're getting quite a few retweets on it now. So hopefully it'll get some momentum over the next couple of days. And I think just common sense needs to prevail. It is one of those sports where we can social distance fairly easily. We can stay well apart, and we should all be getting out there and enjoying it again, shouldn't we?
Well, absolutely. And the problem, I guess, is with just 1 month that you then start to collide with rugby, with football, with other team sports, and it's just not enough time. So yeah, absolutely, 100% behind that, and we need to get our kids out in the fresh air and playing cricket very, very soon.
Rob, brilliant. Thanks a lot for joining us, and hopefully we'll all catch up soon.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Good to
and well
meet
done for your anniversary, guys. A year today, eh?
Yeah, I don't know how we survived.
Well, having listened to it, nor do I, but this is someone else.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks a lot.
All right,
Take
all
care.
the best.
Cheers.